What's happening?
Not much.
Let me put my headphones in real quick. All right, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, back. So the concept being single until you're married. Go ahead, give it to me. You believe
Okay.
in that, right?
Yeah, I do. I do. So
Okay,
I was
okay,
married for 10 years.
okay.
And obviously, when you're married, you're no longer single. But during dating phase, I think you are focused on your person. You're looking for the best contender. And so while you're not like out there on the prowl, there may be someone else that comes in your life that you can move on to. So you're not trapped. You're not like, you're not married.
Okay.
You're looking for your person. So
Okay.
I mean, you have to move in the right way and break things off with people as you go, but you're not married. So,
Understand. Understand. So, um, let's say you get into a relationship with a man.
mhm.
How does that look?
I mean, again, I'm in a relationship with him, and I'm hoping that he's going to do all the things that you know my final person is. I want him to do. I want him to move it, and I'm going to be doing those things. I'm fully in there, but there may be someone that comes in and shows me something different. Like, I'm not saying like I'm going to cheat or I'm out there looking for somebody, but if I come across somebody that is better, or if this guy is slipping, then I'm going to break up with him and move on. And but I'm not like legally committed to this person.
But
I'm not biblically committed to this person.
true. So
So
you don't. So when you're in that relationship,
mhm.
you still consider yourself single, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what we talking
I
about.
mean, yeah,
Okay.
I would say yes, like legally and biblically, yes.
hmm No, no. Forget legally. We ain't talking
Hmm.
about legally. We talking about
Hmm.
how you feel. How you feel. You meet a man.
Hmm.
Y'all dating. Y'all whatever, and
Hmm.
y'all somehow decide to be together.
Hmm.
How I don't know. You still consider yourself single because you're not married.
Until he puts a ring on my finger, I am single.
You consider yourself a single woman.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay, let me rewind a little bit. So you were married 10 years.
Hmm.
You are no longer married, divorced.
No longer married, divorced. Hmm.
Okay. You filed or he filed?
I did.
Okay. Can you tell us what's your on record reason why you filed for divorce?
I mean, I got married when I was 22, and
Uh huh.
we both changed a lot.
Yeah, both changed a lot. So that
Hmm.
was it. We changed a lot.
No, I mean, and nope, like only one person wanted to work on it.
Okay, I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
So work, we both changed. You filed for divorce to leave, right?
Hmm.
Is getting married again something you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay. So me as a man, you meet me, us. We meet, we talk, we decide to date, right?
Hmm.
Why would a man? Why should I choose you to spend any time with if
Hmm.
I want to get married? And you'll never consider yourself my woman. Never. Until I put a ring on your finger. Why would I take those steps with you? When you see the person that you're in the relationship with, whatever
Hmm.
the case, as disposable, and
Hmm.
you view yourself as a single woman that can do whatever you want to do as a single woman because you're single.
Hmm.
Why
So
would I put a ring on your finger or ask you to
okay,
marry
so I'm not saying that anybody is disposable, right? So I think the difference is that just like you have the option of saying, okay, we're gonna easily dissolve this.
me?
There's nothing that would hold you back from dissolving this with me if I wasn't moving the way you expected me to be moving.
Okay.
So because of that, to me, it's like it is easy to break it off. There's no like, there's nothing that binds us. There's nothing that is holding us together other than like, hey, you're just not meeting my expectations. So I'm not tied to you for an extended period of time. So I'm not saying I'm not your woman. I am your woman. I'm with you. If things go in the right direction, we will be there.
You my lady. You my lady.
Yeah, I'm your lady,
You
but
my lady. But if
I know.
somebody asks you, you consider yourself single because we're not married. This is what you're saying.
So I think the thing is,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for work, if people ask me, am I like, yeah,
Nope.
I'm single. I'm not.
Nope. Nice looking man outside.
Mhm.
Ask you if
I
you're
think that,
single.
okay.
You're gonna say, I'm single. This is your word.
I'm gonna say I'm not married.
You're not married.
I'm not
Which
married.
which to a guy means
That means I'm probably in a relationship, but not.
no. Let me tell you.
Mhm.
You tell me, I say, hey, are you single? Well, I'm not married. To me, that tells me as a man that you're single.
Okay, but as a man who also hears that a woman has a boyfriend or a fiance, that's what they hear anyways.
I'm not. We didn't even talk about that.
But is that not
Nope.
true?
No,
That
no,
is
no,
the
no, no,
facts.
no, 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 no. We gonna stay right here on this lane here. We ain't gonna go to that lane and say, "Well, men think you're single anyway." No, we gonna stay in this lane right here. You don't
Mhm.
tell a man you have a guy that you consider your man. But if a nice looking man asks you if you have a man,
I think so. I'll be real honest. Like when I'm in a relationship, I'm not out in like looking for, like
it ain't
meeting
got nothing to do with
people.
you.
Mhm.
Nice looking man approach you.
Mhm.
You ain't got to be looking for nothing.
Mhm.
Nice looking man approach
I
you.
mean, yeah. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but I do believe that like until a man is fully ready and committed to you and he's ready to move to the next step, I mean, both ways. It goes both ways. Like none of y'all are if something better comes your way, are you telling me
Sure.
you're not going to like consider it? I mean,
If I got a woman,
until you are married, I think you should pick the best contender. If
how do
you're
you
like the
how
best
do
person.
okay, how do you know so you're like, "Hey, I got a man that I consider my man." But until he puts a ring on my finger, if other nice looking men who I think are nice
Mhm.
come up to me, I'm going to entertain them because I'm not married.
I'm not going to entertain them, but
That's an
let's just say if
that's what you just said.
I have a really good friend who really was a friend and eventually over time I'm like, damn, like I am not with the right person. I'm not doing a sin by I'm not messing up. I'm not doing the wrong thing by saying, okay, like, hey, I gotta let this go. And because this isn't it for me. And I don't feel like I cheated. I don't feel like to
Yeah,
me,
you just walked away.
I walked away because
Right, but
I mean, and you can do that when you're single and not married.
you you did it while you were married too.
No, I didn't.
You
I
said
I
in the
never went out
I
like
get,
never entertained a
but
man. I was fully married.
I'm talking about walking away because you said, "Oh, well, we just grew differently." And
That's because I don't want to put his business on the street. He ain't here to defend
well,
himself. So let me like I just want to
I
be
didn't say
careful
put
with that.
nobody business
Yeah,
out
yeah,
there.
yeah.
I said what was the issue, the reason, whatever. And you
Yeah,
said,
and
"Oh,
I don't
because
want to put
we
his
grew apart." It's cool. Y'all
yeah,
grew
and I mean
apart.
there's a lot that could be said about that, but he's not here to defend himself. So to me, out of
I
respect for
understand.
him, I would never, speak about him.
I don't want you to.
Mhm.
But what I'm trying to understand
Mhm.
is that you walked away from a 10-year marriage and from what is I don't know, but you say y'all grew apart. You walked away from a 10-year marriage.
Mhm.
Then you're saying, okay, if I get with a new guy, if I get with a new guy that I'm in a I don't even know if I could call it a relationship. If I get with a new guy that I consider my man, I'm still going to tell other men that I'm single if I meet other eligible men that I think are
I mean,
nice.
saying it like that sounds really bad, but I
But you
think
still
it's not. I don't know that I'm gonna go out here broadcasting it. The question didn't really say like, "Are you broadcasting it?" It's
it
in my
don't
mind.
matter.
It's for me in my mind. What I'm doing in this phase of my life is
It
finding the
does.
best contender.
But
I'm
if a
not gonna
man
cheat.
approaches you, it's not about you going out there. How many
Yeah.
men do you approach a lot of men to go
No.
and try to get their number? No, you don't. So therefore, mentioning that I'm not going out doing this is pointless because you're not doing that anyway.
Hmm. Hmm.
So men are going to approach you
Hmm.
while you have a man. You are saying I'm looking for the best contender while you have a
I.
man because you still consider yourself single.
Hmm.
Why would I? As a man that's you consider your man, why would I ask you to marry me if that's your mindset?
I
Why?
get it. No,
Because
I get
just
that.
because this is the thing. If that's your mindset while we're dating and I'm supposed to be your man, it will be your mindset when we're married.
Hmm.
Because you can say, hey, well, biblically, we're tied together. I could, but in my mind, you've already
Hmm.
been through a divorce once where you know what I'm saying, where you split. So now what's going to keep you from finding a better contender that you think is better while we're married and walking away exactly like you're saying now?
Hmm.
What's
I
going
mean,
to hold you
yeah,
there?
no, I definitely hear you, and I'm not saying that it's. I think as women, we get too tied down to like a guy that we like when we're really dating, just dating. And I'm not saying it's right to have that mindset, but at the same time, like while you are single, you are choosing the best person for you. And sometimes,
True.
sometimes we sell ourselves short without realizing it. And obviously, at that time, like sometimes you start realizing it, and you're starting to like think differently. And I don't know, like I just don't think you're doing the worst thing by thinking this way. I
Yeah,
think it's
but you will
normal.
never, the way that you're saying it,
Hmm.
you will never feel like this is your person. You'll
Yeah,
never feel like you got a man, like this is your man,
yeah.
because the fact that other eligible men will be out there will always be there. That
Hmm.
dynamic will always be there. There's always somebody better than the man you chose.
I think there's also when a man knows and he's just taking his time, like there's like, okay, I mean,
He knows what?
if he knows that if he wants to marry you or not, like I think a guy will know pretty quickly.
Like what?
And
Give me an idea.
I mean, I think a guy will know within a year if he wants to marry you or not.
And how
And
you
so
come up with that?
if you are beyond that and he's not moving in that direction, I'm like, well, maybe that's just on me. Like maybe that's when I start being like,
But
maybe I'm
but
tripping.
why should he
Mm-hmm.
consider marrying you and you don't even consider yourself in a
Because
relationship?
I'm not putting that vibe out. It's just a mental thing. And I'm not telling
I
men,
know,
oh, hey,
but
I'm single. It's just a thing for
you
me
don't
that
have
like I
to.
know. What?
But you don't have to. Because how you think guides how you behave. So
No,
things that
but
you're
I
gonna
don't
do,
agree. I don't
you don't
agree.
agree? Okay.
Cause I don't
You
move just like I'm not like I'm looking at these comments. It's like, okay, well, I mean, I'm not living like I'm a single woman, like sleeping with other people, and like I'm just not.
why not?
I'm respectful of the relationship, but I also know that like,
How?
hey,
How can
I'm
you be
not
respectful of
cheating.
the relationship if you tell me that you have hold on,
It's
let me finish. Let
mentally
me finish.
not
Let me finish.
attaching too
Hold on.
soon.
Hold on. How can you be respectful of the relationship if you're telling me that you have a man, but you keeping your options open for the best contender and will give your number to another dude that you think is better looking or is a better prospect than your man? How is that being respectful to your relationship?
That's fair. I mean, I probably wouldn't give my number out. I wouldn't give my number out. It would have to
You
happen in a it would have to happen in a very different way. I'm being honest. Like I know this sounds crazy. I'm just saying I think while you're dating, you are not married. You are
of
not
course you're
married.
not. But we're not
So,
talking about dating. We're talking about being in a saying that that's my man
mhm,
and you are his woman. That means y'all past dating, y'all have decided together to become a couple.
mhm.
But you are saying I am I'm still going to behave as a single woman if an eligible man that I think is eligible comes up to me and asks me about it. You're still going to move like a single woman because you want to keep your options open. Those are your words. I didn't make them up.
So I would say I didn't say I want to keep my options open. Never said
What
that.
what is
But
what did you say?
what I will say is like I will move on from a relationship fast. If I'm just not if I can tell that like this ain't it, I will move on quickly.
The
And
best
to me,
contender is what you
and
said.
that to me that to me is the right thing to do.
You said the best contender.
Yes, because that's what
Same
everybody
thing.
should be
Same
doing.
thing is keeping your options open. You will there will always be a better contender.
Okay, maybe part of
Always.
it too. Maybe part of it too is because I was married for 10 years. Part of me
Yeah,
is
I
I'm
understand.
still learning what the right thing for me is. So I'm still figuring that out. I'm still learning that because I probably didn't learn that quick enough. So as part of me learning, sometimes I'm learning by experiencing like a relationship that, okay, I'm here, but I'm realizing XYZ is off. And then I'm like, okay, so, and then I'll be like, all right, I'm thinking, all right, I need to move, I need to get out of this. And then I'm like, all right, so it's kind of like a process for me of learning. And I don't think learning through
Like,
dating is a bad thing.
we're not talking about dating. You
Yeah.
keep saying dating. If
I guess
you're
that's that. I
dating,
guess to me,
if
when I'm dating someone
yeah,
exclusively, like I'm thinking of like I'm dating, and
if
maybe
you
I'm
are
using the
dating,
wrong words because
if
I
you,
was married for a long time, so
I
excuse
get
me.
it, I get it. But if you are dating, then date. Be single. Be free. Do whatever it is you want to do. You want to move from man to man. You think another man is
You
better.
making
Hold
it
on, let me
sound like
finish.
I'm just like moving like
Let me.
this. I'm
Okay,
not.
let me finish. You want to date this guy, and you think that this other guy is better. Cool, go. That's not your man. But what I'm saying is the commitment that you're saying you're in. I will be your woman.
Hmm.
It's what you're saying.
Hmm.
But you still want to move like you don't have a man. You still mindset that you don't have a man.
I'm not married.
That's the issue. Okay, you're not married.
But no, I think
Like
that's the point of the
there's
topic.
no way any man that go like for that is that's just silly to me. It's just
Okay.
silly.
No, I
But
appreciate
that's
it.
just me.
But
That's me.
and I mean honestly, I'm
I
not gonna lie. Like I am learning a lot about myself and right now. So I mean, that's just kind of where I'm at. And I
I
mean,
understand.
I want to hear what other people got to say. So I'm gonna hop
All
off.
right. All
All
right.
right.
Later.
Bye.